Good day, viewers. Welcome back again to Bosol Schools TV. I am Mark Shagun and I'll be taking you mathematics. And in today's video, we're considering introduction to probability. And when you hear the word probability, it comes from the English word probably, possibly, probably, probability, probably, possibly. Now we'll talk about probability. What then is probability? Probability in mathematics is a type of ratio where we compare how many times an outcome can occur compared to all possible outcomes. And as when we come to probability, we are looking at possibilities. We're looking at chances. We're looking at how possible it is for an event to occur among various sets of events occurring. Now in this diagram, you are seeing the probability line, and you are seeing it 0, you're seeing up to 1. And this to tell us that probability ranges from 0 to 1. That is, on no occasion will your probability be less than 0. And on no occasion will your probability be greater than 1. Now you see here the first one here we say on 0 is impossible. That is an event not possible to occur. Say for instance, if I ask you a question, what is the possibility of having a week as 10 days? You say, oh, well, where are you coming from? It's not possible. Impossible. I ask you another question. What is the possibility of having a month with 40 days? So, no, it's not possible. Which planet are you from? Impossible. Impossible. 0. The chances of it occurring is 0. That is, nothing can occur to make it possible. Now the next place we have unlikely. That is, these kinds of events are events that seldomly occur. They don't occur regularly. You take for instance the possibility of having a February month with 29 days. You say, oh, that's unlikely to have. It's just once in 4 years. That is what's unlikely. Then we have even chances. That is, these kinds of probability is a two-way thing. It's either possible or not possible. It can occur, it may not occur. It is a 50-50 chance probability. That is, the possibility of it occurring is 50%. And we have likely. And when we say a probability is likely to occur, it means that it has a very strong possibility of it occurring. When we talk about certain, means, oh, no, there's no other option. It must occur. That will certainly occur. As when we talk about what? It having what? 1. But you note that your probability ranges from 0 to 1. On no occasion will you have probability less than 0, and on no occasion will you have probability greater than 1. These are examples. Like you all know, this is a die. You make use of this when you play the Ludo. Now you know that a die has how many sides? 6 sides. Let's count 1, 2, 3. We have 1 here. 4. We have another one underneath. 5. And we have another one at the back view. We can see that clearly now. That is 6. Now the 6 sides of our die, you know, they are labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, the probability of you having a 1 is what? is possible. Now if I ask you now, what's the probability of tossing a die? And then you have 7. You say, no, impossible. That is not possible. And over here you can see a wheel. The wheel here is having 8 sides. Yes, 8 sides. And the various sides are having various colors. The various segments having various colors. And I believe you can see the colors well. Now, if I ask you, what is the probability of you having a white after you spin this wheel? You say, no, that is not possible. Where are you coming from? Don't you know colors? There's no white in this wheel. And that's what? That is not possible. Now I'll move down to the general formula for probability. Generally, we have probability to be equals to the total number of successful outcomes all over the total number of possible outcomes. That is, the chances. Remember I told you probability also means possibilities. And then I told you it also means chances. So the probability of an event occurring is equals to total number of successful outcomes over total number of possible outcomes. Now you take for instance in a coin. If a coin is tossed, I believe you all know a coin is a typical example of a coin in this diagram. And if you have seen a coin before, you will know a coin has 2 sides, 2 opposite sides. A side has a head and the other place is called the tail. Now, if I ask you, I give you this coin, now what is the probability of you tossing this coin and then it lands on the head? You say, oh, probability, total number of successful outcomes. That is, if I can toss this coin and it lands on head, it means it's successful. But there are 2 possibilities. I can toss this coin, it lands on head, and I can toss this coin, it lands on tail. That is, I have possibility of having a head is equals to what? 1 successful outcome over 2 total number of possible outcomes. And then secondly, the probability of the coin landing on the tail. You know, tail, one side, and you have 2 possibilities. That is what? Also 1 over 2. I want to believe with this general formula, you should be able to give the probability of likely events. Now with this, now we move to other examples. Now example 1. What is the probability to get a 2 when you roll a die? Remember, a die has 6 sides and just one side contains the number 2. Let's go look at 1. The next one is 2. The next one is 3. The next one is 4. The next is 5. And the next is 6. That is, a die has 6 sides and one side only contains the number 2. And that gives us that one wanted outcome in possible 6 outcomes. What do I mean? It means the probability of obtaining a 2 in a die is equals to what? 1 over 6, because you have just one side of the die containing 1. And you have 6 possible what? Sides in a die. So one side containing number 2, then you have 6 possible what? Outcomes. That is, number of successful outcome. If I roll this die and it lands on 2, it's a successful outcome. But if I roll this die and it lands elsewhere, it's not successful, which makes my probability of obtaining a 2 is 1 over 6, because 1 is a number 2 on the die, and then 6 is the number of possible sides on our die. What example 2? What is the probability that the wheel stops at blue? Blue. You can see this wheel. How many sides? 8 sides. How many of the segments is colored blue? Just 1. That is, the probability of tossing this wheel or spinning this wheel and it lands on blue is what? 1 over 8, where 1 is the number of segments colored blue and 8 is the total number of segments in this wheel. Please do solve various questions on probability. But before I end this video, I would like to take a quick recap of what we've considered today. We started from probability, and we said probability is the type of ratio where we compare how many times an outcome can occur compared to all possible outcomes. And I made it to understand that in probability, it ranges from 0 to 1. Now, on no occasion we have a probability less than 0, and on no occasion we have probability greater than 1. Then we look at the general formula for probability, and that is total number of successful outcome over total number of possible outcomes. I believe you enjoy our class on probability. Please stay tuned. In our next video on probability, we'll be looking at other likely examples, and we'll be treating probability having the word or and also in the next video we'll be considering probability with replacements and probability without replacement. Bye bye.